As you guys can see, I'm eating my breakfast, minding my business. But today, on day 3 of a new you, we're going to discuss emotional communication and stability, right? So, in spirituality, a lot of the times we don't realize it, but there's a point where we have to be accountable, one, for everything that we have going on in our space. You get older, you start to feel the world. You no longer have that umbrella of your parents taking on all the bullying and battling of the world because you either fucked around and found out or you just got that big. Whatever the case be. Well, here's the secret. In that space, you have the ability to do one or two things. Rise into your power or be humbled. Hold on, because there's somebody looking at my window and it's like throwing me off. It's like, why are you looking at my window? You're kicking me the fuck out. Like, okay. So when you become more emotionally responsible for your health and well-being, there's this point where you now have to rise into your divinity and your power, right? Because even if you don't, you kind of just sit there and you just lose. And when you do that, what tends to happen is you find yourself in a space where you're thinking that the world is really bullying you, but really the world's trying to raise you into becoming the best version of yourself possible. I'm from the DMV area. I was raised in Maryland and DC. My father and my grandparents live in DC, and my mother lives moved us to Montgomery County a few times. We used to live in Southeast DC at one point, but when we was about to shrimp boat, the first day we moved there, somebody got shot in the corner and ended up dead. So we wasn't allowed to go outside. I was rollerblading outside when it happened. It was a mess. So I was told that I had to stay inside. And we had like a mattress that we had on a back porch and in the backyard that we used to jump on outside. That was our form of entertainment because we could never afford a trampoline. So that's where I grew up at. That's how I grew up. But eventually my mother, when she broke up with their father. Hold on one second, y'all. When she broke up with their father, she eventually just started to move to Montgomery County, and that's how I ended up in Montgomery County schools. So yeah, there's that. Now, when it comes down to, there's nothing to be sorry about. Life happens. So you could, again, that's what this is about. Life happens so that you could learn to grow. Ooh, shiitake mushrooms. So life happens so that you can grow, build, and elevate. No. See what's happening here. I can't stand up too tall because there's another thing about spirituality I want to teach y'all. When you become a spiritual hotspot or like a spiritual like space